So when I came to school here in '98, the campus radio station was up in the tower of Cowan Hall. And I asked, is it possible for us to play some music, disc jockey, do some shows on the campus radio station? And the equipment was broken down, and all it was an amplifier and a repeater station for NPR out of Billings. And so they said no, we could not. And that's when it started.
KNMC is the college radio station here in Havre, Montana, and it is a commercial-free station that is funded by student fees, where all of us volunteer and do a radio show every week. I was the first one on officially. I was on this week. So I've been doing it for 20 years and still love it every week.
I graduated high school in 2001, and one of the things I distinctly remember saying to a friend was just like, boy, I just wish there was some thing like this, like a radio station. And right around that time, Havre Daily News started publishing these articles about the station starting back up.
At the time, I'd run up against every roadblock that they could put up. You can't do that, you can't. And it was kind of sad because I always kept saying you can't. And so I got a phone call during the middle of that, and the guy says, hey, I understand you're the guy that's trying to get the radio station back on air. And I said, yeah. And he said, I'm the new administrator here, I'm the new ITS director. And he said, let me see what I can do to help. And it was only a matter of months and we were on the air.
It really was Spike's vision to see this thing happen. He wanted it to be a student station again. But he had to have somebody, some department to own it. And that was the difficult challenge he had. When Bob Bentz came to him and was willing to take it on, that made all the difference.
So there was like a lot of people that were involved that I probably have no idea how much they contributed to what it was that it took to get the radio on, but it means a tremendous amount that is still going. That's something that we did 20 years ago as a student is still working now that I'm a professor here at the college.
I am always thankful, or I'm always surprised at the people who you just, not really run in my social circles or whatever, but somehow the station will come up and they'll be like, oh yeah, we listen to that all the time. I'm always really happy to hear that we have a great listenership and are supported by the community.
I've been able to bring a lot of new music to the community that they might not hear otherwise, which I've loved doing. I get that feedback from listeners all the time, thanks for playing that, fun show, thank you for turning me on to this band. So that's one of the reasons why I still do it, still love it.
It's still the small campus radio station that it kind of started out as. But I think that once you start getting bigger and you start getting more formal and businesslike and all that other stuff, you lose the intimacy and the ability, the free reign that we have to do radio shows like we're doing them.
I mean, if I remember right, there's only 3 college stations in Montana. We're one of them. And we can play what we want. We have a free voice in what we say. It is free-form radio, which I think is a wonderful thing for this community.
So to make it 20 years is something that we should all really be proud of. And I think we're always going to try and find a way to kind of make sure that the station remains on campus and that we're doing all we can to make sure that students are involved and have a voice.
It's really been a wonderful thing to see it blossom, and I think it'll be here for 20 more years. But yeah, we just want to thank everybody for listening. It's been a hell of a ride.
I'd like to say how thankful we are to the people, the students of MSU-Northern, and all the people that work to make it what it is. And we wouldn't be here without the students of MSU-Northern.
Yeah, anybody that had anything to do with the radio station, thank you from the bottom of my heart for allowing me to play music, because I'm going to rock the show right now.